Come on, us.
Yep, that's me. You might be wondering how I ended up in this situation. Let's take a few steps back and find out. My name is Austin Hoyt. I'm 20 years old, and I've been rock climbing for 9 years. Last season in Bishop, I was project in Direct North, V14, and I ended up sending it, which is pretty cool. It was my main goal of the trip. But I have to say, it was probably one of the scariest moments of my life so far. The beginning of the trip was a little slow. It started off with like 2 feet of snow in the Milks, and we couldn't climb there for about 2 weeks. So we spent a lot of time in the SADs. What's up, guys? We're going to the SAD boulders again. After those first 2 weeks in the SADs, we were finally able to check out the Milks for the first time. Then we realized we weren't going to be able to climb there for another week probably. A few days after that, I decided to go back with a little shovel I bought from CVS and a little thing, like one of those brushes you use to brush snow off your car. I was using the back side of it to pick ice off, and I climbed up Southwest Arret, which is like the 50-foot highball on the right side. Climbed up that with my rope bag on my back and my boots, and I got to shoveling.
Last night I dreamt that somebody loved me. No hope, no harm, just another false alarm.
Probably after about 2.5, 3 hours of shoveling, I had cleaned enough off for it to dry off in the coming few days. Dry off. So my first session on Direct North, which was probably, I guess, the second time I was trying it, because I did direction the first time. So my first session on Direct North went pretty well. I climbed through the V13 probably 3 times, falling on the V8 section.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Come on. Do it.
You got
Come on.
Don't let go. Try hard.
Nice.
Fight.
Ale.
One more. Nice. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good rip.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, it wouldn't have mattered because I couldn't even fully top it out. And in the back of my head, I was like, well, maybe I'll just stand up on the lip and drop off and take it. I know a few people have done it, and it seems like that's fair, and like, sure, why not? And I was totally getting ready to do it. I was climbing with Liam Andrews Bandicroft. I'm not calling you out, but I will drop a name. And I was kind of talking to him and telling him, I was like, yeah, I don't know, it seems silly to top it out, dangerous. And he was like, well, I don't know, man. It's not a drop-off, you know? It definitely tops out. And he kind of put it in my head that I basically had to top it out. And he was right. I agree. It makes sense. But come session 3, I gave it a few burns to warm up.
Come on, buddy.
Ale.
Where am I then?
Ale.
Come on! Come on, Aston!
Come on, us.
Come on! Oh, fuck. Oh, man, poor. No. My tick's good. I'm not that bad. That sucks. I'm gonna fall there.
Fell on the start probably 3 times in a row, and then all of a sudden I started climbing.
Ale.
Nice.
Hit us. Come on.
Like, I think I kicked my left foot up like a little moon kick and jumped into a start hold, and my feet kind of went straight, and I like barely held on. And
Ale.
Come on. Keep it.
Boom, foot back onto the smear, and I cross to the crimp. The crimp is like really biter, it's like flat. And every go before this attempt, I was taping my fingers, pre-taping them so I didn't split. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try one time without tape. And I could like bear down just a little amount more, jumped, held the swing on Thunderbird, and I was like, okay, I'm in it.
Good, Ale. Come on.
The next move isn't too hard, but I had fallen on it a few times, and there's a few different ways to do it. Most people like isolate the left arm and match. You go left hand again, but I had a really hard time isolating that left arm, and I found I could just kind of pull straight through.
Nice piece.
Come on. Stick it.
Come on!
Scores. Come on.
Yeah, I stuck the right hand move, and once you stick that, you're basically in V8 territory. I'd fallen there a few times before, and passed it once or twice, but I stuck it, and I did a few more moves, and you surf out to this 2-finger crimp out right.
Yep.
And for me, the key was flipping my left hand back down so I can put my heel hook over my hand.
Come on, buddy.
And I did that, locked off to the intermediate, and I don't know, I felt good, and I pulled up and bumped to the slotted jug, and I have never hit it before, but hit it for the first time, and everyone started cheering below me. Everyone but Troy.
One piece.
Yes!
Good. Come on. Let's go.
Troy had done the V8 before and had done the direct top out, and he actually told me it was the scariest thing he's ever done, but I was like, well, it can't be that bad, right? Like an idiot, I cleaned it, didn't rehearse it, and assumed it'd be fine. Standing on the little edge of the lip, feet on the jugs, Troy throws me a chalk bag, everyone's clapping, they're like, good job. And I look at Troy, and Troy looks at me, and I know it's about to be a mission.
Nice. Perfect catch.
Yeah.
I probably stood on that ledge for about like 3 minutes, you know? As soon as you leave that ledge, there's no turning back. You're on smears and no handholds. You're just trusting your feet on like bishop grit, you know? If you've ever done Robertson rubber tester, that's about how hard it is at 50 feet. You don't want to be climbing that at 50 feet. So at this point, most people, once they're stood on the lip, traverse out left, and it's about V1 territory. What I didn't know was I only cleaned the direct top out, which I would learn because Bryce Viola would DM me and make fun of me for only cleaning the direct top out. Basically telling me I was stupid. The direct top out is probably more like a V3 slab, which doesn't sound hard, but that's pretty fucking hard in Bishop. After about 4 minutes of standing on that ledge, I was like, I have to go. My shoes are getting warm, I'm getting hot, and I'm not going to bail. So I took my first step onto a smear and embarked on my mission.
Come on.
Come on.
And as soon as I started up those smears, I have never been more scared in my life.
Ale.
I was rubbing my feet to get them clean. I mean, I was standing on the dirty footholds. I was chalking up holds as I went. I was probably stood on one foothold for like 3 minutes at one point, just like figuring out my next move.
Come on. Come on. Tight piece.
You're kind of like on this left-hand palm press, and nothing with your right hand, and your right foot's on, and you just gotta like basically mantle your left hand and pop to a right-hand Gaston. At least that was the only way I could think of doing it in that moment. And standing up there, I was like, if I hesitate and fall, I'm probably breaking both of my legs and not walking out of here, you know? And, you know, I better just commit. So I mantled, grabbed the crimp. Luckily it was in cut and didn't break on me. Matched it up and reached to the jug that still had ice in it. But at that point, anything I could grab with my hands I was just grateful for. And I scurried up to the top, and again everyone cheered, including Troy this time.
Nice. Come on. Ale.
Woo!
Dude.
Let's go, baby! Dude! Woo! Nice work, man. Dude, nice work. That's climbing.
I wouldn't recommend doing it the way I did it, but definitely felt like solid 14 that way. Didn't feel soft anymore.
Very good. Dude, that was inspiring. Put on a show, you dude. Come on, dude! After you leave
Yes, sir.
a good foot jug, you cannot down climb. It's so sketchy.
Damn. And as Katie Lamb's 8A comment says, damn, it feels good to top out at Peabody.
Ale.
Nice.
Good, Ross. Come on.
Come on.
Ale.
Come on.
Come on, Ross.
Let's go. Come on,
Good, Ale. Come on.
Come on, everything you got.
Nice piece.
Come on. Stick it. Come on.
Let's go, Ross. Come on. Ale.
Come on. Yep. Come on, buddy.
Come on, bees.
Right here. Come on. Yes!
Good, come on. Let's go.
Hell yeah, Austin.
Good, bees.
Nice. Perfect pass. Yeah, see, I just broke that foothold. Really?
Come on.
Come on.
Ale. Come on, Ross. Come on. Tight, bees. Come on, Ross. Come on. Ale.
Just chalk the hands and chalk the feet. Give yourself a foothold you can trust.
Come on. Come on, Oz. Nice. Come on. Ale.
Woo!
Nice.
Dude.
Let's go, baby.
Dude.
Woo! Nice work, man. Nice work.
That's climbing.